We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask from returns for to smash that like button. Tell them when you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with Govx, and Govx stock continues to try to push itself up higher. And on Friday, it was not the only stock pushing up higher. The overall market and the SPY did as well. And at 8:15 a.m., our SPY bot sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward into the bell and after the bell, there was a continuation to the upside, and call options went up within hours, 500% plus. This is our new release that allows us to have an edge within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down, and you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, our QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. And you can now join the members using these resources, maximizing in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. So Govx, we need to talk about it because it's been pretty explosive the last several days. And this is one of the stocks that we caught earlier in the week last week, and then all of a sudden there was an offering, and that's why things pulled back. But before we break it all down, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned on Friday morning, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations, and if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining you'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Now, this is the one stock I was watching this morning. It was AVDL, and we caught this one in the pre-market under a bull indicator and consolidating after it started pushing up, and towards the bell it jumped up nearly 10 to 20% plus, pulled back down and took off to a highest point of 90% plus, guys, within an hour. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So as you can see here popping up on the screen, the first date I talked about Govx was on the 23rd, when it was stated to be undervalued based off of some analysis ratings. And then the next day I mentioned it again when it got a patent on its vaccine in China. As you could see there popping up how it performed both days. And when you come back to the chart here, you could see how things were looking on those dates afterwards, right? On the 25th at the pre-market, it started pushing upwards. And that date, some of the members talked about it, and I shared my opinions alone based off of my experience of what I've seen how penny stocks work, and especially stocks to this degree that have been completely diluted in the past, that an offering could eventually happen. No one knows when, but it's been treating actually traders really well the last 2 days. And for that performance to continue, it was going to be very rare. And then that same date, you could see the headings there on the screen, it popped up and an offering happened, guys. And that's how it ended up here, dropping from the 260s and 250s to the lows here of 146, and right now it's sitting sideways at around $2. Why am I talking about it today? Well, I've mentioned it several times when it was the home run of the day in the previous dates on the 23rd and the 24th. And if you just put together the opportunities that Govx presented, those 2 dates, plus our home run of the rest of the week, plus the one just on Friday, right, which I just showed you guys, the home run opportunity I mentioned on Friday, altogether, that's total of 200 to 300% opportunities in one single week. We strive for opportunities every day. Are they going to be exactly those type of opportunities? No, it's not guaranteed, but that was pretty phenomenal for our week there, presenting 200 to 300% of possibilities. But in today's video, we're going to talk about Govx and what's going on with it, and why this is a stock you definitely want to be aware of as a penny stock right now, and what this could mean for this stock and what niche it's in, right? So I'm going to pull up Ultimate 42 Vision, the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, our QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. And you can now join the members using these resources, maximizing in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. So Govx here has a bull indicator now. After this whole entire offering announcement, it had a bear indicator that date in the pre-market, even before the announcement happened. That's the edge and clarity that 42 vision brings to allow one to know that if this does not get a bull indicator, this could be a big fake out, because the charts are already showing a bear indicator in the process. And if it doesn't get canceled out by a bull indicator in that move, well, the bigger picture is we may go lower or retest around those areas before it tries to bounce back up, or like it did, completely dropped. And the reason being is because that offering, as you see it popping up again on the screen, of $20 million popped up and announced it around that area of that time. I mean, this was around 1 to 2 p.m. and that's exactly when the article started going around. Now, the offering was set to close on the 27th, and that's why things have slowly tried to come back up, but not strong enough. But there is a bull indicator here at the 30-minute, right? So we're going to look at the 4-hour and the 1-day as well. But on the 30-minute, there's a bull indicator here, and I'm going to be watching it going into next week. If it gets canceled out by another bear indicator, bringing it back down and retesting these lows, or is it going to have actual strength and continue to the upside, breaking through resistance levels as more news comes out? Because the first news article that brought Govx to my attention was on the 23rd about that undervalued analysis rating and price target that analysis gave. If you do more research on it, it was around $5 to $6, the price target they were giving it. Now, that was before dilution. Now, with dilution, I think that would bring it down to around $3 to $4, but that's still some upside from where we're currently at of 30% or even 50%, 30 to 50% to 50 to 100%, depending on how much momentum and strength Govx can get if more headlines hit the news about what this vaccine can do and how impactful it could be. Now, another thing that I found very interesting right before the headline on the 23rd, which I didn't come about to know about it until later this week, was that one of the insiders of this company actually bought shares, but way down here, right around where this bull indicator popped up at around 72 cents, guys. Pretty interesting. And then the next day, the news came out, and then continuation of that patent. And I did not see enough strength for this to continue without an offering happening. And I do not like to recycle stocks, and I even stated that on the 24th. And then on the 25th, I talked about it to the community and shared my opinion and thoughts, even though no one knows when it could happen. I was just preparing for it. It's better to be prepared and aware than to be surprised. And then later that date, that's when things pull back, as I've shown you earlier in the video, and the headings and everything that I stated that morning into the bell. That was actually in the pre-market when I actually shared my thoughts and opinions. And even though it went up higher, that bear indicator did not switch, and then the offering happened, and that was the drop. Now, the offering has closed, and that's why I believe it's very important to be watching this. And then this was the insider trade from the chief medical officer, guys. There you could see it popping up. It's not a large amount, but I found it interesting, the position where they actually entered and where we're at now, right? So let's go ahead and look here at the chart. The first thing is on the 4-hour, you could see that things are under a bull indicator since 70 cents. And it did have its pullbacks here, and it's been fighting within the dark green bars, but no red bars and no bear indicator. As long as no bear indicator pops up, I'm going to be watching for this bull indicator to continue to dominate. But if a bear indicator pops up anywhere in this pull down or retesting of support levels, then that could actually cancel out this bull indicator, and I'm going to be watching that closely. Now, on the 1-day though, you could see that things are under a bull indicator as well here since the 70-cent mark, and things pushed up. And here we are shifting from bright green with red borders back to bright green with green borders. We would like to see this continue and no rejection or going into dark green bars with red borders, okay? That's the key thing I'm watching here on the bigger time frames. But back to the 30-minute, I am watching now that it got a bull indicator here since $2.03. The first support level is the low of the day here of 195. If that gets broken through, the next support is down here at 182. And then the worst support, which is the lowest point in this volatility after popping up and coming back down, was 146. And I would just round that up to 150. Those are the key support levels I'm watching to the downside. But we definitely want to see this stay above 180 and $2 to actually have some strength here and bounce up to the upside. Now, the highest point it reached in this reversal from the dip to the rip so far is 230. We definitely want to see that get broken through, turn into a support, and the bulls can bounce off of that to reach newer highs and then get back up towards the highs here of 271, which is where the rejection actually began way before the bear indicator actually had popped up. But right there is where the rejection began to actually bring it down. So super important to break above 270 and then get back up towards $3, and then we can start talking about higher levels. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. Were you aware of this one? Are you tracking this one as well? And did you know that this offering has been closed and this is the time to be watching? But in the volatility of the markets, it is a penny stock. Anything could happen, but it's definitely a time to be watching if anything comes out with major headlines for this stock.